Stygian Onslaught is difficult. Even if you ignore difficulty 6 and you only focus on 5, Stygian Onslaught is much more difficult than Abysses, right? Because the DPS checks are higher, it's more team... it's more exclusive to specific carries, and you need 3 teams instead of 2, right? But the worst you can miss out on is effectively just 1 reroll material. It's not even Primo Gems. You can go into this with a level 1 Traveler with literally no other characters on your account. Level 1 Traveler. I don't think it's possible to unlock this without getting Kaya and Lisa and Amber, but whatever, right? Difficulty 4. Ask someone to join your world. Click on the co-op button and have them carry you. And you'll get all the Primo rewards and... well, 2 out of 3 of the feathers you can get, right? Because you'll get this one, and you'll get this one from spending resin if you do it enough times. Like, I hate to say it, because I'm a fucking... I'm a Hoyo hater and a gacha game hater at my core. But unironically, this is probably the least unethical FOMO / endgame whale incentive that they've ever put out. It feels rewarding to do, but if you can't do it, you're barely missing out on anything. Like, one more of these, it feels good because rerolling is fun, but realistically in the long term, the difference between getting 30 of these and getting 45 of these is barely anything. You'll be able to get a very good build with 30 already, right? I feel embarrassed because I don't have friends to get any of the feathers. Discord! Ask in the Discord. You're assuming logging in every day, many casual people are struggling with a resin requirement. I mean, I guess that's fair. But like, if you log in every 2 days, you can still get this. And you can log in, condense your resin, log out, and come back 2 days later, use your condense, use your normal, and you only need to play every 3 days. As long as you log in once on one of the days you're not playing, like during this, and you'll have enough. And that's assuming you don't spend any of your fragile, right? And at the end of the day, like, okay, sure, not particularly casual friendly, but like there's casual and there's just doesn't play the game. I don't like login incentives that feel like you have to do them for the long term, but don't feel impactful when you log in, right? I don't like, I didn't, like, before they changed the commission system, I didn't like commissions because clearing a commission felt like shit. You see, oh, I got 10 Primo Gems. That's like a fucking less than it's 1/16th of a wish. I feel like I'm wasting my time, right? But logging in to spend your resin feels fine. Especially if you get to choose the way you spend it between speedrunning it yourself if you have great builds, doing it in co-op with your friends, doing it in co-op with strangers if you're just on a new fucking account and you don't give a shit, or just playing the game in the endgame content and trying to get better clear times and spending your resin, like, along the way. Like, don't get me wrong, Stygian Onslaught is far from perfect and there's a lot of issues with it. But I think most of the issues with it are the choices of bosses. I think the systems themselves are actually good, and that's rare for Genshin. I like Tulpa. The thing with Tulpa is that I think it's a boss with cool mechanics, but because of how much HP it has, you can't really get creative with the ways you go about tackling the mechanics. It just kind of becomes, do you have the units that are good against it or not? I think that the only real issues with Tulpa are, one, the mini Tulpas should not be a percentage of the Tulpa's HP, or if they are, they should be capped. Right? Mini Tulpas having like over 2 million HP in Dire, I think is unnecessary. Give them the same HP that they have in Fearless. And 2, make them always spawn in the same spot. Alright? The fact that sometimes my Rosaria burst is enough to reach both of them and sometimes it's not feels so bad. God, I hate it. Many Tulpas deal damage when you kill them? No. But, well, if you don't kill them, the Tulpa heals. So, preventing a heal, I guess, is a form of damage, effectively. But they don't directly deal damage now. Also, notice something on Reddit and YouTube comments. A lot of free-to-play players don't know the double Pyronado tech, and I think it makes the boss way harder for them. It does, yeah. The double Pyronado tech is a big deal. How do you do it? When the Tulpa shields up, it refreshes your whole team's cooldowns and gives them full energy. Which means that if you use an ability right before it shields up, you can use it again back-to-back right after it shields up. And there's a few abilities that Ahoyo didn't code to disappear if you use it again. Right? There's abilities that are coded to disappear if you use it again, where you can only have one of them on the field at once. But Pyronado is not one of those. So, if you Pyronado right before Tulpa shields up, you can then get a second Pyronado. What's the Q before it shields up? It's timer based. It is going to be his first attack that he does after a minute 20. But because his attack pattern is RNG, the, specific... Ooh, I'm an idiot. The specific timer at which he does it will vary. Oh, I forgot to get energy. I'm a fucking idiot. I need energy if I want to show this, don't I? Let me just get some fucking particle generation. So 5 to show, it doesn't matter who's on 5. It takes a long ass time for this guy to get his thing. But Xiangling has a 5. It's just not one of the high refined ones. Anyways, so we're gonna try to make sure that we don't have any external buffs once that happens. You can just show the difference in damage. But yeah, so here, he's gonna decide his attack now. I don't think he's gonna shield up. No, he is. He's gonna shield up here. So I get to do double Pyronado like this. Alright, and we got it to almost half. Let's see what happens if you don't do double Pyronado. I don't need to get energy this time because I can just use the energy he gets from his thing. Yeah, he doesn't just reset burst cooldown, it's also skill cooldown. So characters that can get value from their, getting an additional skill will be really happy with that. Oops. Like Arlecchino. Oh, I'm an idiot. Does using Hu Tao's kill twice give her twice the buff? No, it does not, unfortunately. Okay, so here he's gonna shield up as his next attack, and we can see. Alright, we got it up to here with the double Pyronado, with no external buffs. Single Pyronado. Well, when you get 1 instead of 2, it does about half. Big fucking difference, obviously. Yeah, double Guava is also pretty nice. But it's less important than double Pyronado. Cooldown reset is one of the best things they put in any boss. It is. That's why I actually think Tulpa has cool mechanics. I think it's a fun and fairly well-designed boss, but it's kind of ruined by mini Tulpa spawn patterns being kind of fucked. And the mini Tulpas in dire difficulty specifically just having too much HP to be brute forceable. What would you say to people who say they don't like another race against timer and so it's bad? I mean, I would also like for there to be content that is not just DPS checks, but that's not gonna happen because it just won't. So at least this is better than Abyss for me.